medical staff for Senegal rushing on to try and give some treatment to Tottenham's Pape Sarr. Of a corner.
Talking about this mistake here. This isn't the first mistake he's made on the afternoon. He made one very early on in the game in the first couple of minutes. Second one in the opening couple of minutes of the second half. Very
away. It's a goal kick.
Doesn't quite get his angles right.
Now, Matheus Cunha has a look over both shoulders. Step out. Militao. Casemiro. Guimarães couldn't quite bring that one down. They have attackers from every position, don't they, Brazil? Even those two holders, essentially. Casemiro gets forward a lot, especially from set plays, as we saw for the goal, and Bruno Guimarães running beyond then as well.
Yeah, Bruno likes to get forward. We see that in a Newcastle shirt as well, don't we? The right moments, he likes to make that third man run into the box. Quite often times it very well.
Oh, it's a giveaway! And it really should have been.
With the ball at their feet. It's an Senegalese captain. Senegalese captain has other ideas.
He's had an up and down game so far. João Pedro in his place, the Chelsea striker, winning his 6th cap for this international window. Last 3 games for his club. Last 3 games for his club. Featuring the October matches. He's played in the defeat away to Bolivia, which was played at altitude. Senegal have another corner. They've had quite a few of these set pieces now, haven't they, Glenn? You think they're going to have to make something of one of them sometime soon?
Yeah, they are. I've been actually quite impressed with how Brazil have defended them. They've probably got slightly been first to every ball into the box. And once again, Casemiro's the man there to get rid of it. Once again, Casemiro's the man there to get rid of it. Oh, this is a problem.
Just again with a loose header, and Brazil have 5 sprinting forward. Vinicius. Still Vinicius. Well, it didn't quite come through in the end for João Pedro. He was waiting for a goal just seconds after coming on.
That's a big call from the referee. I can understand it if he goes back to it, especially with the position that João Pedro's in and gets the ball in. See here, this breakaway by Brazil, flooding people into... Sarr, it does look like it's going to fall at João Pedro's feet, but Mendy's equal to it.
So a yellow card for Casemiro. A reckless challenge has been described by VAR Matt Donoghue, but not worthy of an upgrade to a red. Is Senegal in this at 2-0? Is it beyond them yet, would you say? 20 minutes left?
No, next goal's key. If they can find a goal, they'll have the momentum of the game. There'll be question marks over the Brazilian character, especially losing against Japan last time out. So that fragility is there. The question.
Mane going down, no penalty. I think he was looking for it there, realised he wasn't going to hold on to it, and now the break with Rodrigo. Vinicius to his left, he could go right as well. Vinicius. João Pedro.
Jacobs does really well at the back post there. Injured. So, wondered if he could have went over there. He doesn't. Very honest.
Step out with the corner. Marquinhos with that near post run. Ederson. Certainly fell out of favour with Pep Guardiola coming across on the cover. He has been everywhere for Brazil today.
Yeah, read the situation really well there, Bruno.
Casemiro. Madrid players combining. Vinicius. Well, Mendy was stationary there. It could have easily rolled past it. Corner taken. Vinicius. Have another go.
There's a moment there as that ball came in from Vinicius, wasn't there, where Mendy just looks down to his right awkwardly and wonders, is he going to sneak in? Very thankful to see it's hit his side netting.
Brazil just need a third. Militao jostling for position. It's a long and deep one towards a step out. It's Mane who nods clear. Alexandro back in, but Ajay will happily watch it out of play for a throw. It's going to be a change here for Senegal. Ibrahim Mbaye is going to come on. This man has quite the story right now. Only 17 years old, the Paris Saint-Germain right winger. He was previously playing for France at under-20 level, but has switched allegiances. This is his first call-up to the Senegal squad. He had a few options as well. I said he played for France. He's declared now for Senegal, but actually of Moroccan descent as well on his mum's side. Actually, Senegal lining up a triple change here at the next break in play. You see West Ham left back El Hajj Diouf come on as well. Pathé Ciss will also be introduced. So they're going to take off, first of all, Sadio Mane. Iliman Ndiaye also making way. Or is it? Well, maybe not. A bit of confusion on the Senegal bench. They are definitely going to take off Pat Gay. Jacobs also making way. Straight swap at left back for him. Well, not quite as much protocol as we see in the league here, with players just running off the field before their numbers have gone up. The three subs all come on now. Pathé Ciss of Rayo Vallecano will come on in central midfield. Diouf will play at left back, and then Baye will go and take Ndiaye's position in the front line.
Can those three substitutes be a catalyst? Senegal to get back into this fixture.
Militao. Guimaraes. João Pedro. Can't have enough on it there for Vinicius. Koulibaly out of position now, but well intercepted by Ciss, who's just come on. Vinicius. Marquinhos. Wesley brought down there. Again, not quite as manic in this second half, is it? It has settled down a little bit more as this game has progressed.
Yeah, it has indeed. It's quite harsh decision there by Jared Gillett. Baye got something on that ball. Wesley skipped by him.
Wesley goes back. Made his move into Europe from former side Flamengo in July as he went to the Italian capital.
Diouf deals with that long ball well there.
Ciss. Certainly gives them a towering presence in midfield. Here he is again.
The calm before a frantic finish, hopefully.
Maybe so. Senegal did score late on against Brazil the last time the sides met in Lisbon. Mane netting in the 7th minute of added time. Chow hoping that his side can stage a late fight back here, but with every second that ticks by, it's looking more and more unlikely. $58,657 confirmed as the attendance here at the Emirates today. João Pedro looked like he might have done enough there, but skips away from the Seleção. Ndiaye and Wesley flattened. It's a free kick.
João Pedro questioning when that ball comes into him, is it a free kick? And we just see him by. Ignore the runner. On the outside, tries to dance through the middle of the Brazil players. Fortunately, gives a free kick away. Trying to make his mark on his debut.
Well, Senegal deciding to leave Iliman Ndiaye out there in the end. And he took off Antoine Mendy behind him, the right back, and have given a bit more to this game in the final 10 or 15 minutes, including added time. They go to Antalya on Tuesday, the southern Turkish coast, to take on Kenya. I think we could all do with a bit of that sunshine at the moment. Reports do tell me that on Copacabana at the moment in Rio it is a bit of an overcast, cloudy day, and it is significantly warmer than it is here in London. I'm sure plenty of Brazilians watching back home would have enjoyed what they've seen from their side so far. Gay into Ismail Assar.
Just that final pass by Senegal, can't quite unpick that Brazilian lock.
Senegal keeping Brazil penned in here. You know there's always that threat of the counter as well. Niakate. Jackson hasn't really had too much of an influence since coming off the bench. Militao snuffed out the danger. Steval trying to flick. Diouf. Niakate. Cease. Gay. Ndiaye, nice return. They're linking well here. Wesley gets it clear. It's a corner.
Nice play by Senegal here, bouncing that ball around. Eventually finds Mendy on that right hand side, can't quite pick the teammate out.
Malik Diouf will take this corner here for Senegal. The first double change. Ismail Assar coming off, hasn't really been able to get into this game as he would like, has he?
No, not as much as his manager would have liked, I'm sure. He's one of their danger men, along with Mane. And Ndiaye off now, the front three who started the game, all been changed.
Sheriff Ndiaye comes on now, the Samson Sport centre forward. He's just moved clubs, left Red Star Belgrade in September and has scored 3 in 6 games in the league since then. It was in towards him there, could have had an immediate impact. Back in again, and once again throwing himself towards it. And flag up though for offside.
And I think Diouf was offside as the ball got recycled back out to him, but when he did get there, it was a wicked ball back in, wasn't it? And now the changes are raining down here at the Emirates. 2 more for Brazil.
And it's going to be the introductions here of Lucas Paquetá and Luis Enrique. Steval taking his acclaim from the 60-odd thousand here, and once again he has shown glimpses of what a stellar career he's likely to have.
Yeah, he has. He was the one that opened the scoring, wasn't he? Gets a big hug from his manager. A little bit of quality as it arrived to him. And that 18-yard box made absolutely no mistake with the opportunity.
He plays his club football in East London. Lucas Paquetá donning the Brazil shirt here in the north of the city. Estevão and Rodrigo both off. And Lucas Paquetá on along with Luis Enrique of Zenit St. Petersburg. Run after this here. Ibrahim Mbaye, his first real time he's been able to try and get on the ball since coming on off the bench.
Superb by Militao, though, reading the game. Has that awareness where that space is. Comes over and covers his right back exceptionally well. Him and Gabriel in the centre of the park. When I say centre of the defence, could be huge.
Just to mop up that previous Senegal double change as well. Sabali came on, the Mess left winger, and replaced Iliman Ndiaye, whose number was finally raised.
It looks increasingly likely that Brazil are going to get their first ever win over Senegal. Who was the other nation? Norway
are the only ones left now. They've played 4 games against Brazil and won 2 and drawn 2. It looks like Norway are going to be at the World Cup next year as well. Erling Haaland is going to be on the biggest stage.
There we are, we've set it up already.
Ndiaye was chasing after that. It's back with Edison. Wesley. So 2 teams with a very different look about them now. Two goals for Brazil in a 7-minute spell. Just after the midpoint in the first half have done the damage here. Slip by Diouf. That's the way to take a ball when you mess up.
He did well there, doesn't he? Recovered in style, I would say.
By Militao, Vinicius, the only remaining member of the original front line still out there for Brazil. Taken well by Luis Enrique. João Pedro in the middle. Luis Enrique. Paquetá, scoring form against Senegal previous. Vinicius, João Pedro has pinned his defender. Vinicius trying a flick and a trick, but it didn't quite come off for him. Jackson, who has pace to burn, doesn't have too many teammates around him. Clement, Carlo Ancelotti's trusted lieutenant, has called in another couple of subs here to get stripped and ready to come on. We've got an unofficial light show going on at the Emirates at the moment. Did go to Coldplay last year, not too dissimilar. Lights are doing their job. The yellow card is out here from referee Jared Gillett. And it's been flashed in the direction of Idrissa Gueye.
Yeah, just reaches round, a little bit of a scissor challenge. And Sandro, you can understand why it's been given, and there's the light show that you said. I suppose the question is, who's more entertaining, Brazil and Senegal or Coldplay?
It's been paradise here tonight, let's put it that way.
Wiggled out of that one well.
João Pedro. Vinicius close by. Here is Vinicius. Being made by Lucas Paquetá. Talked about Brazil earlier in this game, didn't we, and what they might want to do between now and next summer. I'll ask you about Senegal in a second, because Fabrizio Bruno is going to come on here, the Cruzeiro centre-half. He's being made to wait, along with Caio Henrique. Cis. To Sheriff Ndiaye. Kick here for Senegal. Just to ask you, in terms of what you've seen of Senegal today, granted it is in a microcosm of their overall picture at the moment, but what do they need to do between now and next summer, do you think?
I think you've got to take into consideration their opponents today. Brazil will be going into the tournament, the World Cup next year, as one of the favourites. So as far as Senegal are concerned, maybe a little bit more organisation. I don't think they quite got that balance going forward right. I'm sure that Thatcher will be hoping that Nicholas Jackson plays more games for Bayern Munich leading into certainly an AFCON and a World Cup year, so that he's a little bit fresher coming on these international duties, giving them something different going forward. And I think looking and assessing today, the right-back situation will be a slight worry for them, because that has been a weakness that Brazil have certainly exposed here today.
Alexandro and Vinicius Junior going off. Fabrizio Bruno comes on for a 5th cap, and Caio Henrique as well, just a 4th appearance. He'll go and play left back. Some whip on that free kick as Senegal look to make this a grandstand finish, but it's looking more and more unlikely as we tick towards added time. Brazil have a free kick, and this game slowly simmering down now as we enter 3 minutes of additional time.
Does that well, doesn't he? Casemiro protects the ball, almost gets his body in between ball and man, and then when that contact comes, he gets the free kick off more often than not. He's been good today, Bruno, in the middle of the park, tenacious. He's a bit of an engine, isn't he? In the heart of that Brazilian team. He's the one that drives them on from a defensive point of view, that transition through attack, and he's got the ball at his feet. How nice to have the runners that he has. Like said, Vinicius in front, Rodrigo in front at the start, Cunha to bounce off.
What do you do if you're Carlo Ancelotti now? You've brought a squad of 26 players to meet up in this international camp. You've got a game against Tunisia on Tuesday, probably the lesser of the two opposition between themselves and Senegal. Give him a nice chance to advance here. The referee did play advantage. It's a free kick to Senegal, but as Carlo Ancelotti, do you look to try and continue to mould this side and use the supreme talent you've got, or do you look at other players in that second match?
Well, that's a balance, isn't it? I think first and foremost what Brazil need going into World Cup after their recent form is a little bit of momentum and getting wins on a regular basis and building that confidence, because the expectation when they get to that World Cup is that they will go deep into it, not only internally in Mexico but also externally around the world.
Lovely Marseille spin there by Bruno Guimaraes, but it comes to nothing in the end for Brazil. Mendy, Nikate, free kick for the trip.
And I suppose when you do assess it, they're running out of opportunities to play games, get those friendlies under their belt, sorry. Build those relationships with one another. So do you go for momentum heading into a World Cup, or do you go for seeing as many plays as you possibly can?
And of course, so much can change between now and next June in terms of player availability, and it'll be interesting to get his thoughts on Gabriel after this one, after the Arsenal centre-half went off injured here at home. Strangely, there hasn't actually been a shot on target since half-time. The goalkeeper forced into too much work since the break. Final seconds here. Can Senegal grab themselves a consolation? Niakate. Abai can't hold it. Wesley can't keep it the right side of the line. That's time. What an evening it's been for Brazil. The fans certainly enjoyed it, and finally we see that smile across the face of Carlo Ancelotti. At last Brazil have beaten Senegal, whose own proud unbeaten record of 25 games comes to an end here in North London.
they can't have any complaints.